Okay, so my shelf bracket came out. I didn't even know it did. So hopefully it stays until I get all the wiring done. Okay, so the next, I already have the white one done and I have the ground done. Now I'm going to do the black ones. And what I normally do is hold them with one plier. I'm going to do that one last because that one just fits right in the wire cap. Just going to twist these two together. I don't know if you could see that. I'm holding it with the one plier and I'm going to start twisting with the other one. And you want to keep them nice and tight. Of course, they don't want to stay tight. But I got them nice and tight. So they're good together. And then I'm going to take the wire nut. And I'm going to bring this one. And I'm going to stick that up in there. Just like this. I have them all together. You get the wire nut on there, and I'm going to start twisting. Because then what that one will do is that one will just wrap around the other ones. Because that one's too hard to twist in, and I don't want to break that one because it's fine wire. So now, I'm going to hold it again, and I'm going to twist on this one. Get it nice and tight. I ain't going nowhere. So then I'm going to gently bend it backwards and then forwards and then get it into the box. Once I get it into the box, now I can close the box because that's all wired. Now the next thing I'm going to do, and I think I left my screwdriver down there. Yes, I did. I'm going to do a little anchor to hold the box in. And I have a long screw and I have a short screw. So let me get my drill. Okay. Now I have the drill in the forward position and I made one side a hook. See, that one's like a hook. And then I made the other one a little bit tighter. I think I might even make it tighter. I'm going to bend it like that. So I could screw the screw in there. And what I think I'm going to do is pre-screw. And then I'm going to wrap this around, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to wrap this around the screw. And I'm going to tighten it up. Well, it may work and it may not work. That should be good, right like that. I'm going to leave it loose so that I can squeeze the wire around it. And then I'm going to bring this one over here. And I'm going to put it in that one. So what it's just going to do is keep my box in place. That's it. Get out a little bit. My drill's too heavy for being up here. I'm going to put it on the shelf. And I'm going to squeeze this around that screw. So you have to be inventive when you do stuff like this, because I'm making this light from nothing. So that should hold the box in there. It's not going to come out in case I have to take the shelf out. All right, so the next one I'm going to do is this one. So now I'm going to feed that wire in. I'm going to take all my tools and put them over there. But they're too heavy for this shelf, apparently. Okay, so now this wire is the one that's going to come into this box. So I have to set this one on the side. And I have to not fall. And I have to feed this one in the hole back here. And I'm going to bring it in so that I have enough wire to work with. It's not a good idea to keep my hair down. I don't know why I do it. I only wear my hair down a little bit in the winter time. It always gets in the way. I end up screwing it up and stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to put it in the hole. Hopefully I can get it in the hole. I'm not a guy, so I'm not good at putting stuff in holes. Sorry, I can't help myself. Got them together. It's a lot easier when the wires aren't cleaned off to get it in these little holes. Really manipulate it, but it's wire and it bends, so hopefully I'll get it in there. Make the hole bigger. It's good for me. That'll work. Yeah, a little bit longer. Yeah, that's good. So now I'm going to tighten these down. I'm going to tighten it so that the wire can't come out. I hope you're seeing this, because I tried to get the camera on that box and I am up on the ladder and it's hard for me to see what's going on because I have to face the camera the opposite direction. So all I'm doing is tightening the screws in the wire holder on the box. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure what this thing is called. All I know is it works and I use them all the time. I did a flip the house in Virginia and I wanted to add a ceiling light to one of the bedrooms, and there wasn't. What they did is they sealed off both ends of the house in the attic, so you couldn't get to the one end of the house. So I had to, I was scurrying around up in the attic, and I had to put all the boxes in there And I had to try to feed it through a hole that was so small, and then I had to feed it through the rafters and hope to God I got it by the hole I had in the living room or in the bedroom on the ceiling. I think this is going to be a little bit difficult. So bear with me because it's going to be a little difficult. I'm going to have to do some manipulation here. Hopefully I can manipulate it. And I might not be able to. But then again, I'm Wonder Woman, so there we go. All right, so these left this extra wire. I don't want to cut that in case I want to change something or something else, because you can't really add on. You have to put a box in to add on. So I'm just going to put this wire over here, and I will put a, oh, there's a thing right here. I'll just connect it right up in there. Okay, that's perfect. Because I'm going to have to take this light down because I have to put the ceiling panels up, and I don't know if I'll be able to get to the places to manipulate around this. And I have the wire long enough that I could dislocate the shelf and put it down. So now I'm going to wire it. So I like to separate the wires. I like to get them so that they're together with where they're going. So I'm going to probably slit that insulation more on there. And of course I don't have the knife up here. Oh, there it is. Can I get it without killing myself? And it was amazing, I got it. So I'm going to take some more of this cover off this wire. Because it's just a little bit too tight in there. That's much better. So I'll manipulate the wires again. When you're doing this, you have to make sure you don't cut on your insulation on the wires. All right, so the white one's going to go there. White one, white one. White one. Take the black one, put the black one over here. Ground over here. I just have to not put any weight on this shelf. These. All right. Grounds. Doing the grounds first just to get them out of the way. I hate grounds, they're a pain. But you're not safe without them. So you need them. There we go. These are good. Take the orange nut, put that in there, all together. You have to have some pretty powerful hands to wire. That little booger came right the hell out of there. It's not coming out this time. This time. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ground down in the hole. Okay, got him out of the way. I'm going to get the white ones out of the way of the black ones. Bend them this way. Get that one out of the way. When I'm doing the wrapping, I like to put the wires so that they're as close together in length as possible. I know I was using the pliers before, but I think this is going to be easier. Give them a couple good twists. So now I'm going to get the white. This is the light. Put it on there. 'Cause I don't know, they soldered those wires together and they don't want to bend. They're like brittle. Straighten it out. You kind of know when you have it on there right when the wire starts to twist. See it twisted? It ain't coming out. Now let's see if I can bend that without breaking anything. And I want to keep it together. So I'm going to bring it to the back of the box. Put it down. There we go. And then I have room in there. So if it's a B up above, it's all right. So I'm going to do the same thing with these. And 14-2 is a lot easier to bend and do this than 12-2. 12-2, you have to be a powerhouse. I bought an attachment for my drill to twist the wires around because they were horrible to twist. Because the wire's so hard. I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to bend it before I do the twisting of that wire. So now I'm going to get this in there. Make sure it's pushed in there. And you start twisting that cap on. Okay, it's not coming apart. Got it done. Now I'm going to stick it in the box. Close her up. That's good. And I'm going to put my little screws in. Not going in. So go first. That's better. Hitting. There we go. Good to go. Now I have two little screws again for my strap. Big one and a little one. Or 2 big ones, it doesn't matter. I think I'm going to use 2 big ones. There goes the hair again. Always gets in the way. I use the impact driver all the time, and it has a tendency to go a little fast. Squeeze that around that screw. Oh, that's good. All right, so now I'm going to put the other one over here. I have to watch because there's wires in there and I don't want to screw a wire. All right. It's not going to go anywhere. All right. So that's all she wrote. So now you know how to wire the light up. And I have to do some manipulation on the shelf part. Make sure everybody's in. I think I got it this time. Do a little. And coming out now. So now what I have to do is I have to put another screw on this side and another one on that one, and then it's done. But I hope you enjoyed the little video, and have a great day. And everybody have a happy New Year. I hope everything is amazing for you this year. And your life is easier and all your dreams come true. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? But I usually make my own dreams come true. Nothing happens for me unless I do it. I have one more. I put a brace in here and I don't want that brace in there anymore. I don't need it. So unscrew that baby. All right, good to go. So I drill it there because I'll be able to get it down.